Good morning, YouTube. The man in black has come again. Good morning to the top. The man in black has come again. Good morning to the radio. The man in black has come around once again. I hope everybody had a great sleep last night. Dave the Viking tried to be the elevated journalist last night, which was wild. I thought that shit was wild as hell. The Magpie is in the building. Hello, Magpie. That shit was hilarious. Dave really was trying to be like a high ass Walter Cronkite. That was wild as shit. Jimmy Neutronic is in the building. Howdy, you all. Everybody okay? We doing good? Thumbs up, thumbs down if we doing good. I tend to think of these things in binaries. You know what I mean? So let's try to have a conversation about love and loss this morning. Sound of Coffee gonna be a little bit deeper than it normally is. I know a lot of y'all like, wait a minute, wait. Memphis 10 is in the building. What up? I know a lot of y'all like, wait a minute, this show is supposed to be light and fluffy, non-serious. You're right, it is. I'll give you that one. But every once in a while, I like to hit y'all with some good shit. Jake Thomas is in the building. Inferno 216 has arrived on the scene. Come on in. We are thinking today, Jay Thomas. We're gonna do some thinking today. We're gonna do some thinking and some reflecting. Now, this is in no way, shape, form, or fashion a way for me to depress the audience. That's not what I'm here for. I don't want y'all to be depressed this morning. I want y'all to be hopeful. Dave the Lowlander Villains. Gil is in the building. My big sis. DJ's in the house. I don't want y'all to be depressed. This morning, I want you to be hopeful. Because in hope, new things are blooming. In hope. Like, I get it. It's a cynical ass goddamn world we live in right now. Cynical as shit. Like, dead ass cynical. It's hard to have hope. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't got the shit. Not even going front. Sometimes I ain't got it. But that first year after my retirement, I told y'all I started to deconstruct, which I think was probably the best thing for me. Because I didn't want to carry some of that bullshit with me for the rest of my life. I didn't. A lot of the father approval, doing things so I can see if I can get my father's approval, even though the man had been dead for 20-something years. A lot of the reflecting on the lessons my mother taught me as a single mom. Who am I if I'm not in a uniform? That sort of thing. That also got me very, very in touch with a lot of things that people tend to not want to have conversations about because there are conversations about love and loss and grief and anger. And y'all got to remember at the time, I wasn't talking to two of my little sisters. That did something to me. So I had to go through this whole journey of figuring out just who the hell I am. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. And again, I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion trying to depress anyone. I'm not. I want all of you to look at this as a hopeful show today. Because number one, you need it. We're not going to sit up in line and say that you don't. A lot of y'all need to know that somebody loves you. Somebody cares about you. Somebody misses you. Y'all need to know that. And the other aspect of it is, in this time of hyper partisan, hyper masculine, authoritarian ideals and fascist mindsets, sometimes it's good to look back on the times where you felt the most love and what you did after that love ended. So I don't want anybody to be depressed watching the show this morning. There will be jokes. Don't misunderstand me. I got my jokes. You know what I mean? I got jokes. Like Laura Loomer's old face misses her new. I mean, or Laura Loomer's new face misses her old face. Like, you know what I mean? Melania misses the time she didn't have to lay up underneath Donald Trump to get paid. Stephen Miller misses the time where he was just a white baby wearing white shoes and white socks and a white diaper and walking around in a White House with white marble floors while he watched TV shows like Father Knows Best with white people in them. Like, it happens. But that's what I want us to talk about today. Love, loss, grief, and everything involved in it. So, Godzilla -1 inhale, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to a Truthful Thursday episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Claw Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. And there's a reason your mother shivers near eggplants. There's a reason your mother cannot get enough of cucumbers. And there's a reason your mother has watched How Stella Got Her Groove Back so many times that she literally broke the DVD. I'll give you a hint. None of them are your dad. I'll give you another hint. It's me. You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. Before we begin, how am I killing you? What? Magpie say I'm killing her, Smalls. What did I do? What did I do? Wasn't my fault. And nothing to do with that. Let me get everything set up. One time for the one time, one time for the one time, one time for the one time. Bricephalus the cactus, always in our hearts, always in our hearts, always in our hearts. BCF's always in the building. Get your C's, turn them sideways, raise them in the air, and acknowledge your coffee bean. OCB, 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 OCB. Why you got your hands up there? Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a high five. Take a few seconds and just love on the greatest creation your mama and daddy ever made, and that would be you. Love on you some you, the coffee beans. Coffee beans up in here, tick, you know what I mean? Tick. Y'all taking the mug, boy. So, Truthful Thursdays have become one of my favorite days of the week and my favorite shows around, because Truthful Thursday gives us all an opportunity to have a little conversation about some things. Sometimes Truthful Thursdays are political. Sometimes Truthful Thursdays are comedy. And sometimes Truthful Thursdays are affairs of the heart. I am proud of the fact that we as a coffee bean community can have these conversations amongst ourselves and anybody who happens to be watching or, you know, scrolling on the YouTubes or whatever. So today will not be any different. We will talk about some things. But before I begin, let me introduce you with the universal greeting of the coffee beans.
How you doing? I woke up. Everybody else, because I woke up. That's how I look at it. You all had a chance until I woke up. Today's mine. That's just what it is.
Like, I know YouTube, I'm gonna have to find a way to plug my goddamn soundboard into YouTube. I am, because this is ridiculous. All right, so I was thinking, was it last night, night before last? Actually, it might have been the night before last. How much change takes place in a person's life? How much change takes place in a person's life? Just, I want you to just picture that, if you will. From the moment you're born until the moment you die, there's a change. There's always change. Change happens on a cellular level, on a DNA level, well, not DNA, but on a cellular level, on a skin level, your eyes, your eyes, your ears, your hair, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, and things of that nature. So change is literally a part of the process to be alive. And while I was thinking about it, I was thinking about these rapture people. Y'all remember them? Rapture Mania. I'm sorry, I tripped off of that. Rapture Mania. And now these people, I'd say about every year, every 2 years, the rapture people show up. Hold on. Ain't it about every 2 years that the rapture people show up? 2.5 years? They they come in and go, well, I was reading the Bible, and the book that has not changed. I mean, it just gets not even reinterpreted, but people put it in English and Spanish and Hmong or whatever, but the book still got the same shit in it. Noah still gets on a boat with pterodactyls. Job won't cuss God the F out after he snatches everything from him. David still set a dude up so he can bang his wife. Anyway, I was reading in the Bible, and I can directly tell you that the rapture will be happening December 28th, 2027 at exactly 11 p.m. All right, okay. Can I ask y'all a question? Why y'all keep trying to leave? Why do y'all keep trying to leave? Like, I get it. To believe in religion or a religious God means you get a chance to believe that this shit is temporary, you're going someplace better. But does that not mean you have an obligation to make where you at now better so that the next person that ain't getting raptured up can go up? I mean, like, am I wrong for that? Like, okay, so you getting ready to move to this nice ass house in the suburbs, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, car garage, you got a basketball court and a pool, right? You know you're moving there, but you also know that you're moving out of some place you might have been in for a year or 3 years or 5 years or whatever. So you're moving. So why would you tear up the place you already at because you moving to someplace better? Why would you do that? You know, not enough of us think about the idea of leaving the world better than we found it. We just don't. I'll never forget Ann Coulter saying that God gave us the earth to rape and pillage. That bitch said that out loud in front of a microphone and camera where people can see and hear her bitch ass. NYC Playboy's in the building. Playboy. She said that shit out loud, and I was like, "Hey, yo, are you?" I'm like, "Bitch, did you just see us? Like, bitch, you know we can see you." So that gave me a lot of insight in the way people think. Of course, you can be arrogant when you got something else on standby. Ladies, if you suspect your man of cheating and he's talking all kinds of shit about leaving, he got a side chick waiting on him. I'm just $1 million worth of game, $9.99. Fellas, if she's not giving you any heat about you cheating, and she's just like, okay, yeah, I got it. I'm not doing this anymore. There is a dude waiting for her right now to snap her ass like a glow stick and sing, "Let the neighbor know my name." I'm just. $1 million worth of game, $5.99 in food stamps. But I'm like, the problem that I've always had with the rapturists is how easily they will allow the rapture they will use the rapture as an excuse to just be a shitty ass human being. Just a shitty person. Like flat out, dead ass, flat out. Some of the most arrogant people I've ever met in my entire life are religious people. Some of the most arrogant goddamn people I have ever met, had a conversation with, or have literally wanted to just clothesline have been religious people. Like my ex-brother-in-law, my little sister's husband, who is the reason I had to move because I was gonna crack him in his. I was gonna give him the Negan. Dead ass. He was getting a Negan. Wasn't even gonna listen. It wasn't even gonna be like, you know how Negan did the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It was just gonna be eeny, bah, 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 bow, 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 bow. I was gonna beat the brakes off his ass. But he was one of them damn arrogant, fake bacon ass prison Muslims. You awful, you like. Listen, man, if your religious experience started with the fact that you didn't want to wash another grown man's drawers, I'm gonna need you to shut your bitch ass up, sir. Go over there, sir. Take your shit, go over there. Who you talking to? But the other aspect of the idea of the rapture that I do not like, nor do I understand is this idea that we can't grieve somebody because they're going to a better place. No, they're not here. Okay. I will never forget when we buried my Uncle Bubba. My Uncle Bubba died in like April, I think. Right. And we had his funeral. So when we go in, it was sun shining. While we're in there, it started to sprinkle. We walked out, it was snowing. And we literally drove to the damn cemetery in the snow. And I'll never forget my sister, because I was one of my uncle's pallbearers. You know, we put him down. They were saying the words, and I just put my hand on the casket. And my sister said, "You know, he's not there. He's in someplace better." Who I love Linda to death, and I genuinely do. But she knows I'm an atheist. It's not. This is not my sister, some holy religious person like Thomas. If you don't get washed in the blood of God, you're gonna be left here. It means I can have all the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches my black ass want. But anyway. But I put my hand on my uncle's casket. She said, "Thomas, you know he's not there." I said, "I know." I said, "But this is the part that I'll miss." I did the same thing with my mom. I am of the nature of, yeah, there might be a better place, but it ain't here. Yeah, it might that if I'm wrong and they right, it might be a fantastic place, but they ain't here. They're not here. That's the part that I miss. I miss going to my Uncle Bubba's house. I miss going to my mom's house. I miss being able to pick up the phone and talk to Martha or to Anya. I miss that. I always felt like that missing, that longing for that person that is gone is part of the love that you gave them. You know, because there's some people that drop dead, and I'm like, man, did you hear so-and-so died? Oh, shit. Oh, word, damn. Woo! Hey, man, just family or something. Oh! Y'all know. Every one of y'all know there's that one person that if they drop dead, you'd be scratching your goddamn head trying to find something to tell them. Like, okay, I want everybody to look me in the face. Come on now, look at me. If the orange one dies, y'all could be like, "Oh, shit, damn, oh, you see the way my grief savings account is set up. I don't. Imagine that Barron Trump goes and hangs out with his friends. None of his friends liked his daddy. "Bro, my dad died this morning." Boy, them kids are gonna be awkward as shit. They gonna be like, your dad, oh no, they're gonna be looking like your dad, Barron, shit, you want the other half of this pastrami sandwich? Because I wasn't gonna eat it. Like, I think you need it now. Like, but my ex brother-in-law, my sister's husband, goes the same thing, fam. "Man, did you hear? He died." Oh, shit. Are you sure? You you were in the room when it happened? Ooh, damn. Oh, I'm gonna go get some donuts. I'm gonna bring you back some. I got you. Don't, cause you're in the thing that I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go bring the donuts. I'll be right back. Morning, Just. That man is the father of 3 of my goddamn nephews, and they're gonna be looking me in the face looking for some sympathy, and I'm gonna be like, woo! Hey, fellas, yeah, I know your pops died. Oh, woo, hey, you guys still like McDonald's? I'll go grab some McDonald's. Don't even worry about it. I got you. I got you, fam. I got you. What I really want to say is that hey, yo, my dad died.
He needs some milk.
He needed some milk. I'm so glad I don't believe in hell. The way my grief savings account is set up, because you could, I'm going to hell for that. But I get the idea of people going on and there's something better going up yonder to be with my Lord. All right, I got that. But that still doesn't change the grief and the love that I have for them here. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really literally not about them being gone. It's the memories that I made while they were here. It's the love that I felt from them while they were here. It's the love that I gave them back while they're here. Shit, a person ain't even got to be dead for that. Keep it a buck. Keep it a bean. One of the parts of change in your life is you're going to outgrow bullshit. You're going to outgrow stupid shit. Like a 45-year-old man still out here dressing and acting and talking like a young dude. Like, hey, bro, you are in your 40s. Can you please mature? Piece of advice I got from a man when I was growing up. That by the time a man turns 25, he should either have the means for or the actual suit. A man should have a good suit. Tie, the shirt, the vest if you want it, the jacket, the pants. Make sure you're not walking in there with tennis shoes or shit. By the time you're 25, every man should have a suit. So that was something I was told as a kid. It's the same thing here. You grow into places, which means you're going to outgrow some other things. Like, I outgrew the need to rap as a child. Like, I outgrew the need to rap as a child. I knew my ass could not carry a tune in a bucket with armed guards. My rapping, my freestyle rapping lasted from 13 to 13 and a half. Like, that shit was a 6-month run. I was out here trying to bust a rhyme, and when you have hyperactivity as a child, them shits don't work that well. That shit don't work, right? So at 53, y'all not gonna hear me say my mixtape is dropping. That window is closed, B. Like, you. Yes, Charmaine. If y'all see me with a hat turned to the side, talking about, hey, coming 2026, it's that villain mixtape. I got that I spit that fire. Like, y'all be like, hey, man, hang it up, homie.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. So you had to mature, which means you will outgrow things that are no longer part of your growth, right? That includes friendships. I made a video yesterday where I talked about I think it was like a study that said you will make all the friends. Nana J said, I will drive to Georgia and shake you. That's my Nana. That's my Nana. She will come down here and shake shit out of my ass. Like, boy, you ain't got to do that no more. Yes, ma'am. You outgrow, like they said, like it was a study, like you will make all the friends you will ever make, true friends you will ever make in high school. Because we don't have time for friendships anymore. We don't. We do not. We do not have time for hanging out, getting something to eat, going shopping, going to movies. We don't have time for those friends. The way American society is set up is like all of our damn relationships when it comes to friendships are, microwavable. Like if I got a chimichanga, I can use your microwave to heat it up. I can use my microwave to heat it up. I can use 7-Eleven's microwave to heat it up. So literally, hold on. Mary says she do a wellness check. Yo, Mary gonna do a wellness check. Mary Greenberg said if I'm doing a mixtape, she's gonna do a wellness check on me. It's the fact that we have to we prioritize that thing which matters the most and the thing that matters the least. So if you have a good friend that you made outside of high school, like somebody you absolutely 100% can depend on, more than likely that friendship started years ago when you were younger, whatever. Because at 53, I can make friends, but I don't trust most goddamn people. I mean, God, friend, bro. And then you need $20 to get gas and you can't find their ass. Or like you text them and ask them, can you get $20 for gas? And it's like,
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
I'm legally blind. We are becoming more and more desensitized to the idea of friendships. Just like we have become desensitized to the idea of violence, we are becoming desensitized to the ideas of friendship. Our media tells us, our music tells us, our in the news they tell us. Donald Trump is the worst friend in the history of the word friends. I'm sorry. Donald Trump always struck me as the sort of guy that would sell out 2 or 3 of his best friends if he can get an 8-ball of cocaine. I don't know why. I just Morning Reclaiming Hour. I want y'all to think about that. Would you trust Donald Trump if you really, really needed him? Man, that man will sell your ass out for a Snickers bar, half eaten, stale. Holy shit. Wolfie gave us an update all the way over from Australia. Hulk Hogan is still dead. Damn. This match is longer than a mug. Like, how long is he going to keep wrestling this goddamn match? Hogan, submit or get out of something, bro. What are you doing? But anyway. So, we all live in a cynical world that is making us more cynical as the days go on. So true friendships, you got to work them some bitches. You got to work them. There can be no ambiguity about the shit. You got to work them some bitches, right? Same thing with the affairs of the heart and of sex and sexuality and things of that nature. You got to work really, really hard on them. You do. What bothers me so much is I think in the process of us becoming more technologically advanced, we also become more distant. I made a whole playlist called the art of the death of the art of seduction, and it's true. to attract the female gaze or the female. I'm saying the female gaze. I don't mean it that way, but whatever. Anyway, we had to put in that work. Listen, far too many men walked around with medium t-shirts so that their arms look bigger, and then they cover them arms in baby oil for you some bitches to be talking about flexing on the gram. Kiss my ass. Men out here wearing tourniquets trying to get a woman. And you over here talking about check out the gram. Well, punch your ass in your goddamn mouth. I'm out here breathing wrong because I'm wearing this goddamn medium blood pressure cuff trying to get the attraction of a girl who is gonna see this dad bod if I can get her ever get her naked in the bed. For you to be doing a goddamn QR code to your goddamn Instagram, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. We had to work. We wasn't getting panties off of spec. The only reason the term mercy coochie came out is because some of you some bitches ain't got no goddamn game, and she just felt bad for you because you kept bringing her crab rangoon when she wanted it. I bought you some crab rangoon. You want some pussy, don't you? Well, I wouldn't mind. Man, get your dumb ass in here. We had to work. God damn it. We had to work. We was out here dying. Again, we were wearing goddamn tourniquets, medium t-shirts, medium dress shirts. You ever seen a medium dress shirt in the club that reacts to them goddamn black lights? So now you glowing, the shirt's glowing, and people can literally see your veins and the stoppage of the blood in your system. Bitch, if you don't go home. Reclaiming, you left the MRA? Holy shit. We'll talk. So we become desensitized to attraction. I'm gonna say something. Every woman in this goddamn watching this show right now, you will agree with me or you will not, but I will not hear anything other than what I'm about to say. Every woman is beautiful depending on the point of view of the person that is looking at her. I am never going to be attracted to Laura Loomer because I don't bang silicone dolls, and I never have, and I never will. Yeah, we gonna talk reclaiming. Okay, so what may not be attracted to you, like a guy goes, "Oh my God, I can't mess with a woman with stretch marks." There'll be a dude like me. I'm counting them. What are you talking about, bro? I'm going home with somebody. Your ass going home alone with them black gloves, and don't think I don't know what you do with them. Guys, we have attractive, handsome things. We don't accentuate them. We accentuate bullshit. We accentuate some bullshit. Bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of that bullshit is ours. Some of that bullshit is society giving it to us, but it's still bullshit. Yeah, girl, look at my muscles, girl. Yeah. You got the personality of a wet paper bag. Yeah, girl, we gonna spend this money. Your breath smells like Godzilla -1. So whatever it is, people are attractive according to the person's point of view. what society has done to us, especially American society. Listen, I don't know how it is in Australia or Scotland or Germany. I've only been to these places. I don't know how it is. I ain't been to Australia, but anyway. We tend to desensitize ourselves here in America. Love is like Grey's Anatomy. Oh my God, doctor, this person has stage 4 cancer in both of their lips and one of their eyes. I don't understand how it's happening. Let's go have sex so I can think harder. Oh, what the what? We have a 6-year-old black girl missing in Pennsylvania. Please share her top video. Go to Duck over in the TikTok chat. Go to their page and look at their video, please. Like, that's not how that works. Or we all, our relationships look like Tyler Perry films. You know, we've been desensitized to love. We've been desensitized to affection. And when you don't have it, you don't know what you're missing. It's been doled out of you. So people don't know how to take a compliment anymore. They don't. And with the way we have been desensitized, some bitches don't know how to give a compliment. Listen, here's a compliment. Wow, that's a very nice dress. This is not a compliment. Hey, big mama, whistling and shit. What are you doing? That is desensitizing us. It's almost like we're cutting out a part of ourselves. And then that person is lost to death. It's a constant. And it hurts to know. Like, as an atheist, one of the hardest things to me about becoming or finally living my truth about being an atheist is the people that I've lost in my life, that I will never see them again. You know, it hit me. I remember it hit me. It was like 2013. It was like when I came out as an atheist. I think it hit me then. You know, by taking this step and understand and acknowledging something that's been in my head since I was a kid, I suddenly realized I'll never see my Uncle Bubba again. I'll never see my dad again. Anya, Martha Hurley, Bethany, Sabrina. I'll never see these people again. I will never see them again. Every loss after that made it hard. I suddenly became very uncomfortable with the idea of death. I didn't like it. I wasn't able to process it. Because I'll never see these people again. If I'm right and they're wrong, I'll never see them again. But if they're right and I'm wrong, I still probably won't see them again. Because I don't think God is not grading my black ass on a curve. It's not, you know what I mean? I love you, Josh. I did always say that if God pulls me up and we going at it, y'all gonna be bringing up food. Didn't you cheat on your wife? No. Conversation between me and God about my soul. Didn't you cheat on your first girlfriend? Didn't you give Christopher Columbus smallpox to give to native people? Ooh! It's gonna be like battle rap. God versus the villain. Didn't you commit adultery with a married woman? Didn't you keep funny mustache man alive and not blow his bitch ass up in World War I? Oh! We going at it. Me and Mans is going at it. I'm gonna have all the angels talk about, yo, man, he is spitting. Yo, bro, man, over here, he over here spitting, dog. He going blow for blow. God gonna have to let me in because he's gonna be mad at me. Like, oh, he gonna be like, get your ass in the house. Don't touch me. If I'm right and they're wrong, I'll never see him again. That makes every death more impactful. But the other aspect of it is, it also makes every life impactful. It does. For the time I have you in this world is impactful. And I know that when you're gone, I will not have that. A lot of people say, well, hey, wait a minute. No, she isn't. Well, Red ain't in this building. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Walt Real is in it. Is Walt Real here? What's happening, brother? When you think about it in those terms, it's almost like having problems hearing or seeing. So every life is impactful into yours when you think about it like that. Do y'all know why I give y'all love on this show and I don't have to? I'm not kissing ass. I'm not trying to get money. I'm just doing it because I'm supposed to. Ain't it great to know somebody actually cares about you, even if they don't know you, even if they're not in your struggle? Isn't it good to know somebody cares? Isn't it great to know that? That every day, regardless of whether or not you have the best day possible or the worst day possible, to know that somebody who is not getting money from you or directly benefiting from your hard work simply just loving on you and say, hey, I'm proud of you. We ain't got enough of that no more in the world. We don't. Our president is a selfish bitch. He is the height of narcissism. He is the height of narcissism. His followers in his cult treat him like he's Jesus. Everything good that happens, it's all about Trump. Trump did it. Trump's this, Trump's that. Anything bad is your fault or the Democrats. I will never forget that Hispanic woman or Spanish-speaking woman got on there and said, you say, thank you, President Trump, for saving TikTok. And I'm like, bitch, you out of your rabbit ass goddamn mind. Thank him for saving TikTok. You don't sit your monkey ass down some goddamn where. But he's a narcissist. He is the height of narcissism. And we have to live in this world like this. We got to live in America like this. So isn't it great when somebody says, hey, man, I'm proud of you. Hey, man, I love you. Hey, you good? Because even these, what do they call them, parasocial relationships that you make on social media, they still mean something to someone. You saying, I love you, might be the catalyst for somebody living another day, living one more day. There's not a dollar amount you can give me for that. Because for me, I just knowing I helped somebody get through to the next day, it's thanks enough. I don't need the money. When people tell me, it's funny, I was in Costco on Saturday. And I walk in, have my headphones on, because I have the perpetual look of, please don't talk to me. Please leave me alone. I'm awkward in crowds, and I'm not really good at small talk. Please don't talk to me. So I put my headphones on, right? Black dude walked right past me with my headphones on. He's like, hey, keep it up, brother. And I just walked on. I was like, yo, that's somebody that knows me from what I do. And he's giving me affirmation. I was like, I'm all happy and smiling and shit. But I still have my headphones on because, I'm awkward around people. Like, don't. Like, if you. People think I'm standoffish. No, I'm awkward as shit. Do y'all understand? I'm an awkward son of a bitch. Talking to me, I'll be like, why is he so goddamn weird? Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. He's weird as shit. Yeah, he is. I'm a weirdo. I got problems with people. But that felt good. And that's the sort of love and things that carry over in your life. Those things carry over. I bet you some of y'all can remember when somebody you really, really cared about, somebody you really looked up to or whatever, told you how much they cared about you. And I can also guarantee you, y'all all can remember when somebody gave you something that hurt your damn feelings. Somebody said something about you, your looks, your personality, your money, your cars, or whatever. They talked about the life that you live. And if there was somebody that you truly, truly looked up to, that hurt with them breaking that hurts. That there's not a salve for that. There's no burn care that you can do that. You can't. Like I told y'all, when I was 15, my father gave me the "you ain't shit" speech. If you are a man and have never got the "you ain't shit" speech, I envy you more than you will ever understand. The "you ain't shit" speech. Listen, the "you ain't shit" speech will break your feelings. Especially if it's somebody like it was my dad that gave me this shit. That shit changed the entire outlook of the person that I was. I was an odd kid. I ain't gonna lie. But my father gave me the "you ain't shit" speech, bruh. That shit broke my damn heart, but I never really said anything about it. It just put something in my head to like, okay, bitch, all right, bet. I ain't shit. Okay, Dad, watch this.
I'm leaving here with something.
Because I'm leaving here with something.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving with something, baby. Vampers, you're never late to the sound of coffee. You know that. It's not like a class. I'm not like Professor Bishop. I'm just some random black guy with a coffee mug and a microphone. Come on now. Mobster, I get you. I really want to get off this ride too. So when you get the "you ain't shit" speech, and listen, it's worse for women. It's worse if a woman gets the "you ain't shit" speech from her mother. That woman will be broken. That woman will be broken. You know why other women get so mad at women that abuse their children or let their husbands or boyfriends abuse their children? Do you know why they get more heat and more hate than the person that did the crime, the guy? Because a mother's instinct is supposed to be protection. This child, you had this child inside of you for 9 goddamn months. And you mean to tell me some good penis allowed you to let that son bitch abuse your child? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And women, when I tell you, a woman will get pissed off at another woman abusing her child. I am not bullshitting. Like, I've told y'all the story of Precious Doe. This beautiful little black girl whose remains were found in a park, right? And for years and years and years, nobody knew who the hell she was. The city of Kansas City named her Precious Doe. She is buried. She's buried with her real name now, but back then it was just Precious Doe. And they kept looking and kept looking and kept looking. And one day, a grandfather from Oklahoma called and said he thought Precious Doe was his granddaughter. He comes to Kansas City. They exhume the body. They do DNA testing and everything, and they find out there is a genetic marker that is her grandfather, which led them to his daughter and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend abused Precious Doe and then, mutilated her body. There were people that wanted that woman's head. If that woman had walked her dumb ass out anywhere ever, she was gonna get they were gonna murder her ass. So, and see, April even said it. April gets it. She said, I got it from both parents. Think about it. You're a bisexual, non-binary, you're trans, you're gay, you're a lesbian, and you come out thinking that your parents are safe and you get ridiculed. That shit does something to you. That shit does. There is a fundamental change that happens to you when something like that happens. It's happened to me. Whatever person I was going to be before the "you ain't shit" speech, when that shit happened, that was my nexus point. There were two paths. I went down the path of anger, and I spent years in that shit. Years. Almost, it was actually decades. And I didn't realize how deep and how nasty that well was until my father got cancer. I didn't realize how much he affected me until he got cancer. And 5 years after after my father's cancer diagnosis, he was gone. And I didn't know how to process that. Because beyond the anger, beyond the hatred, beyond the I'm going to beat him, there was a little boy that just wanted his dad to say, I'm proud of you. That's all he wanted to hear. My mother said it twice as much because she knew my father wasn't going to say it. Oh shit, we just got a ejectocito, cuz? On a Thursday? On a Thursday? It's Truthful Thursday. I'm talking about relationships and shit and love and loss. How you gonna bring your ass in here and get some shit to get an ejectocito, cuz? On a Thursday? Hey, that's gonna be a new sound of coffee sound. You ejectocito, cuz, on a Thursday? Come back tomorrow, bitch. What's wrong with you? You gonna come in, we having a heart-to-heart conversation on a Truthful Thursday. You gonna say some goofy shit like Trump 2020-90. Shut up, bitch. Get your ass out of here. It's a Thursday. Like going to a AA meeting or an NA meeting, smoking crack rock on a Tuesday right now. What's wrong with you? So I had all this misplaced anger, this bitterness that I carried around for years. My wife will be the first person to tell you my primary go-to emotion is anger. But I am more angry at myself, I think. And that's where a lot of us end up at. That's where a lot of us end up at. The idea of the toxic father that shows you how to be a man, that stereotype has to die. It really genuinely has to die. See, Khaleesi said the same thing over in the YouTube chat. That's their go-to emotion too. I just think now it's starting to be ramped up because there is no real love anywhere anymore. If I know since the day this show started, When I give you guys words of affirmation, when I tell you I love you, I'm proud of you, you are needed on this earth, I know damn well some of y'all don't believe me. I know it. Do I take offense to it? Absolutely not. I know it. Because in society, you're always waiting, especially in America, you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're always waiting for the grift. You're always waiting for the pull. Somebody, I have all these things going on. And you go, wow, that's effed up. You're just waiting for them to go, can I have some money? Or can I get your credit card or something like that? I understand that. And I'm not mad at any of you for it. If y'all said it to me, I'd be just as cynical, like, okay. Perfect example. The other day, General Gambit texted me. Gentleman by the name of Knox. Y'all know him. He's Knox with the numbers or Knox with the other numbers, whatever. That's him. He booked a modeling gig. And he wanted Gambit to tell me it was because I pushed him. And I told him he could do more, and he wanted to thank me. So the first thing out of my mouth when Gambit told me this was, I didn't do anything. And he's like, and then Gambit's like, wait a minute. He was on the show. Yes. You don't remember saying this to him? Oh, yeah, I remember. You don't remember how passionate you were? Yeah, I remember. He said, all right then. Take your flowers. I can't though. I can't. Because of the cynical nature of this planet. The cynical nature of us. If I tell you I love you, you're going to be looking for, so what do you want? You know how effed up that is? It's protesting as opposed to talking. Because you're always waiting in your head, you're always waiting for the grift. You're always waiting for the grip because that's what people do now. That is how people operate. Everybody has an angle. Everybody wants something. Everybody wants something. They want your credit card. They want your data. They want your Bitcoins. They want everything. And all you are is on edge all the goddamn time. So a random ass stranger on a YouTube show or a random stranger speaking through a microphone on TikTok, literally, you don't believe them. You don't believe them. Because you can see one video, and I saw this last night. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. This was the name of the live. I will get to it in a second, but it is absolutely true. You're scrolling your FYP feed, because that's where you got to live at now. You see a video from me giving you guys words of affirmation. Hey, it's really hard out here in the world. Sometimes y'all need to know that you are loved, you are needed, and that someone is proud of you, right? You hear that and go, he must want some money. Literally, the next video is alive with the title, and I'm not making this up. I saw it on TikTok last night. It's all one word. I want to suck your dick. I saw that live. I didn't stay there. I didn't stay there. Because it looked like a 14 or 15-year-old boy. I didn't stay. But that was the name of the goddamn live. I want to suck your dick. I'm telling you. Hold on, Michael Pruitt's like, good morning. Michael Pruitt walked in right then. Michael Pruitt walked in right then. Good morning. That kid, it looked like a kid. I'm talking about 14, 15 years old. Name of the damn live. I want to suck your dick. So you can't trust what the hell comes out of that camera. You can't trust what comes out of that screen. And me being the person that I am, it is hard for me to make friends. It is. My heart's too goddamn big. I got this big ass heart. I want to love the world. The world don't want love. The world wants money, pussy, oil, violence, bloodshed. They don't want no damn love. That's that idea that these people love you is how cults are formed. And I'm gonna say it from the MAGA people to the Swifties. She loves me so much. No, she doesn't. She don't even know you. Clea, I think the world wants love. I think the world doesn't know how to ask for it. And what will it look like when they get it? What does the world look like if you get the love you truly need? And how will you process it when you get it? How will you process it? I do shit now just to do it. Like I want to help people, but I don't know how. I don't know how. So all I give you is love. And y'all, in this cynical ass world, you don't know what to do with it. You're like, he wants something. He wants my draws. He wants my money. He wants something. And I don't. I don't. But I can't get mad at you because that is how society is today. Less trusting, more bitter, more brutal about bitterness. And we understand that there are people who will take advantage of that. There are people in this world that will take advantage of that. They will have you believing that they love you, and will have you being able to do heinous shit because you think that way. People literally are always wondering, like I always said, you cannot fix terrorism abroad when you don't know what terrorism in America looks like. You have a misconception about what gangs are about, that they're selling crack to kids and shit like that. No, it's a family. Belonging. The secret to white supremacists is loneliness. They catch young men who feel alone. They feel lonely. They have nothing in their lives. They live in a rundown town, in a rundown state. They'll never get anywhere, and they know it, and they feel it in their bones. So here comes some charismatic ass white supremacist. Next thing you know, you got 50-11 goddamn skinheads. It's acceptance. It's belonging. Because everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. Do y'all think I started this show to be able to call you guys coffee beans? No. That's an organic thing. When it was 5 people was watching it live, and then 10 people, and then it was 20 people. We started to create a community. We started to say to each other, you go, oh shit, is that DJ? Hey DJ, good to see you again. Even though you just saw her yesterday. DJ goes in, is like, Miss Mackie, how you doing? I love you, sis. It was an organic build. Right now, we don't have any organic builds that actually help all. We don't. We have toxic communities. Very toxic. I remember the AFF, the Austin Foreman family all over on TikTok. That shit turned toxic and violent. You know, a lot of big, like one of the other big content creators whose name I won't say because he don't like me, I don't like him. He had people raising money for a goddamn bus, giving out their love. But he was raising money to buy a bus and never did. So I get it. Community in 2025 is sickening because you don't know where anybody stands. whether it's on social media or whether it's literally outside. You don't know whether or not your neighbors are nuts. Some of y'all are listen. Some of y'all are living right now, right next to a white supremacist, and you have absolutely no idea that you're doing it. Some of y'all are living right next to a serial rapist, and you don't know. So you ain't trusting this son bitch. Let's say he's not, but you done watched every season of Law and Order SVU, and he's got all the unsub things of Criminal Minds. Now your ass is looking at his ass sideways. Like, come on. So it's hard to trust. And guess what? It's hard to love in this thing too. It is. It's hard to love in this. I do not blame women for being untrusting of men. I am a man, and I'm telling you, all of us ain't good. Like you might need to check the freshness date on some of these dudes. Look at the sell-by date on their ass, because some of them is spoiled. Them spoiled. It's hard to love in this shit. It is. We have expectations about what our love's supposed to look like that doesn't mirror anything in life. I'm a 50-year-old man. I've never had any kids. I want a woman to submit to me. But then you meet them and you can smell their nuts from the door. Like, at first date, y'all at Red Lobster, and he's the one that brought the crabs. Like, I'm looking for a woman to submit to me. And there are crabs literally crawling up and down his sock and shit. You want to go home with that? You a guy. You see a woman's Instagram page, just sexy as hell. You go to meet her, and she done absorbed all of Snoop's appearance on The Wire and shit. You know what I mean? Hi, I'm Rob. I was coming here to see Alicia. Yerp! Like, wait, whoa, did he yerp? Wait a minute, ma'am, did you just yerp? Yerp! Hey, oh, wait a minute. Why are you yerping? Yerp! Like, what are you doing right now? Like, who am I dating? Snoop? What is going on, man? Moose is in the building. Good morning. Hey, where are all my B-more people? Where are my Baltimore folks? Y'all know what I'm talking about. She beautiful as hell. Body just sexy as shit. First time you meet her. Hold on, I'll get us Uber. Yeah. Hey, yo. Is that a rough, boy. But again, we fall in love with personas. And when the personas break our heart, we think it's everyone. We think, hold on. Miss Maggie said, hey, yo, this your lady? Tell you what, I give me a woman that can yerp. Like, I can't teach my wife to yerp because my wife's way too practical. Thomas, I'm not doing that. Come on, Lord, just one time. Yeah. Thomas, I'm not doing that. Okay. Then I have to do yerp. Love feels manufactured as well. especially now. Don't get me wrong. People are going to fall in love. People are going to fall in lust. They're going to continue to do it. But are we being our real selves when we do? Are we being the person that we truly are when we do this? Hold on, what did Michael Bruce say? This your crap. Hey, yo! Michael Pruitt, have I told you how much I love you, dog? Damn it, man. Are we really, truly falling in love or falling in lust with the real person? Or are we only doing this by what we see? Not the person that we are, just what we see. I spent a lot of time thinking about that. I spent way more time than I should thinking about that. This idea that who am I really truly falling in love with? Who am I truly loving on? Am I loving on an actual person, or am I loving on somebody who is a facsimile of a person? That's what I said. When y'all watch social media, the person y'all see in these screens ain't the real person. The person you see on screen is not the real person. So when you start admiring their work, when you start, hey, I'm gonna do everything I can because I want to promote this person. I want this person's stuff to go out there. You are promoting a persona, but the shit doesn't work when you're in front of somebody. It doesn't work. And once again, you end up brokenhearted, carrying a loss with you of something that isn't really a loss if you think about it, because you weren't really in love or in lust with a real person. You were in love or lust with a persona. You were in love with what your mind thought, not what your mind thought it, your heart thought it. And one of the two of them should have been out there going, hey, something isn't right. We can't stop. We can't stop violence against women without being honest about the men that are doing it, or the women for that matter. These are personas. The real person is underneath that. The real person is always underneath that. There are telltale signs, but it doesn't matter. They're still underneath that. The person you see on this screen right now is a real, living, breathing person, but I'm still a persona to you. Some of you know what my real name is. Some of you don't. Nothing wrong with that. It's not like both of them are two different people. It's just a professional name and a personal name. But even in that, I come off as angry and scary and funny and loud and whatever, but then you meet me in real life, I'm kind of standoffish. It's not that I don't want to interact with people. I absolutely do. I just don't know how. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I've never been good at small talk. So people will see me and go, he's so much different than he is on the screen. Yeah, I am. I'm awkward. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I got ideas coming out of my ass and I can't really do anything with them. I'm trying. There are days that I do not feel good about myself. I've told y'all every morning, it's either a physical coin or a mental coin. I flip that sumbitch to see whether or not I even want to be here. So it's cool what you see in the screen, but the real person behind it is something different. You can pretend to be somebody on TikTok, but in real life, your mother can be sick. Your father can be sick. You're losing your little brother. You could be losing your little sister. You could be losing a good friend, someone you were in love with. Now you put the screen on and fix yourself up, and then you post your video, you put your phone down, and you cry. As wild of a show as we had yesterday, and I'm telling you this not because I want to do anything other than to remind you of this. But as wild of a Wild Wednesday show we had yesterday, as soon as these cameras went off, I started crying. As soon as the cameras went off, I started crying. Started crying. Ask me why? I don't know. I have no goddamn idea. That Laura Loomer shit really bothered me in a place I cannot explain to you. And guess what? All of y'all have one. Every one of you. Every one of you have that place. It allows you to make the content that you make, but it also is you trying to disconnect from the life that you have to live. The life that you're living right now. That's why I don't believe all these tough guy, macho MAGA people on social media. Bitch, you're not about to tell me your life is fantastic enough for you to be coming on here acting like a goddamn fool. Trump ain't that great. You can MAGA yourself and do all that dumbass dancing, but some of y'all might lose your Social Security, and you know this. You know it. Some of y'all right now are sitting on having to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy just so you can keep your goddamn house. But you come on TikTok and pretend like everything's great and you doing that milking dick dance that he does. I know it's a lie. We all do. Every one of us can see right through that shit. Can we not? I don't want you to cry. I literally want you to just, first off, please, I love you. When I say we're not okay, we're not okay. America hasn't really been itself since 9/11. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. 9/11 gave every American PTSD that we never dealt with. Never. Do y'all know for the first 5 years after the attack on the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and Shanksville, Pennsylvania, do you know for 5 years, every news station in America, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, MSNBC, CNN, they replayed their broadcast that happened on 9/11 every year for 5 goddamn years. Our children were traumatized because we had to watch over and over and over and over and over again as those goddamn buildings fell, as people were seen jumping off. We had to watch that shit for 5 years straight. And then on year 6, they said, yeah, we probably won't do that anymore. I think it's a little bit too late now. That was a national grief. A national grief. And we never fixed it. We never fixed it. We went to war with terror for 8 years. And then Obama comes in, we're still at war with terror. I think everybody in America breathed a sigh of relief when Osama bin Laden was killed. But that still didn't address our national PTSD. Every school shooting takes something out of America. Every mass shooting takes something out of America. A little bit of our soul is cracked a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. We are on our goddamn knees at this point. But do you think anybody's ever going to say that in front of a camera? Do you think anybody is ever going to say that to you in front of a camera? Or are they going to give you the very best version of themselves that they can muster right then? And don't get me wrong, kids, I've done it. There have been days I have gotten up after having one effed up dream or whatever, and I know, Thomas, 2 hours, you got to be on the air. Thomas, in 2 hours, you got to be on the air. No matter what the dream just said, I got to make the coffee. I got to feed the kid. I got to feed the dogs. I got to make sure the wife has everything. Then I got to go on air. So that dream can be as effed up as it wants to be. I got to go take my meds and get my ass, kick it in, and get to going. We have all done that. Our grief now, when it does hit us, the first thing we ask ourselves is, do we have time for this? We don't. We never have time. We never have time to mourn the loss of a relationship. Whether it was sexual, whether it was physical, whether it was platonic, whether it was coworkers or whatever. We don't even give ourselves time to deal with that. We don't. Our television and movies reflect that. Here's a scene where some harrowing shit happened. And one of the actors or one of the characters that you've been following through the whole goddamn movie, God, he dies. And everybody goes, we got to keep pushing. We don't give ourselves time for none of this shit. That's why we break down. That is exactly why we break down. We pile it on, pile it on, pile it on, pile it on, pile it on. And then one day something minor, something trivial, something doesn't even make any sense happens. And we explode on everybody, on everything. We done cut ourselves and bled on the whole goddamn restaurant. We do it to ourselves. Because we don't even take the small amount of time to say, I'm hurt. This hurt me. I really miss this person. I really, really miss this person. When do we give ourselves time to do that? When do we give ourselves time to do that? This is how deep it goes. I remember telling Angry and Victoria and one of our other former friends. I said, if I ever was diagnosed with cancer, y'all would never see me on social media again. I would deactivate and shut down my TikTok. I would never go on YouTube, wouldn't answer text, nothing. Because that's a pain I don't want. I don't want to have to tell that to y'all. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to come in and give y'all that badass news. I don't want that. Because number one, I'm putting the burden of my diagnosis on y'all. Right? And in return, I'm performing for the camera again. You know what ends up happening? Somebody will say, well, here comes the GoFundMe. You know he's going to have a GoFundMe. Then people are going to be wondering, what is he doing with the money? What is his wife doing with the money? What are his kids doing with the money? Then I'm a grifter, scammer. Then here comes some other shit. Remember when he said this about white people? And at the heart of all of it, I still have cancer. I still have cancer. Nobody seems to give a shit about that because everybody's wondering where my grifting money is going. And do I really have this? Is this really happening? So why the hell would I tell y'all? Y'all would never see me again. It would be as simple as that. 8 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, I'd be ready and be like, yo, is Flag gonna play Friday? And there's nothing. There's nothing. Y'all be wondering, where the hell is he? Y'all'd go to my page and it would be deactivated. No, Magpie. I'm saying if I ever did. That's what I mean, Magpie. That's what I meant. If I ever did, that's how I would act. See, E even said it. My father was in constant pain with myeloma, never shed a tear until his dying day. You know, let me speak to the men for a second. Ladies, I want y'all to hang around because I really want y'all to listen to this. Gentlemen, do you understand how much stress and pain and sorrow we carry and we never tell anybody? Why do we do this? Why? Why do we carry our sorrow like a heavy cloak and never let anybody in? Why are we always telling ourselves and other men how they should act based on some shit that was passed to us by other dysfunctional ass men? We joke about every time the RNC gets together, Grindr crashes, right? That's a bit funny joke. Ha ha ha. You know what that also speaks to? Shame. Shame. Because to live how you truly want to live goes against a code that somebody else told you. So instead, y'all got to have the national embarrassment of every time a bunch of Republicans get together, we crash Grindr. Why not just live out the way you want to? Why not just live out the way the hell you want to? Why do you continually have to keep hiding this bullshit? For the same reason you hide your grief, for the same reason you hide being in pain, for the same reason you don't even cry, because somebody told you that shit wasn't manly. That's such bullshit, man. That is such bullshit. We have tear ducts, gentlemen. They're called tear ducts. Not hide your tears, or men don't have tears, or men can't cry. We do this shit to ourselves. And we continue to perpetuate it. And everybody suffers because of it. Our daughters are raised with overbearingness and thoughts of, hey, if you do this to my daughter, I will do violence to. So that's all she gets to see. And our sons, what we do to our sons is brutal. They look up to us. We are their template. We don't realize how bad or good we can do with that template, the power that we have in it. If your son sees you crying, it makes sure to give him permission to do so as well. When your son sees you as someone who will give him a hug, tell him how proud you are of them, it gives them permission to do the exact same thing. Every time these men go to the Conservative Political Action Conference or the Republican National Convention or like Charlie Kirk's funeral and shit, Grindr always crashes. There's not a big trans thing going on. It's simply a bunch of men that want to live out their desires, but they're too goddamn scared to do it because, quite frankly, in their society, being gay is bad. We set ourselves up for failure. And I'm not going to sit up and pretend like I'm well, I'm better. No, bitch, I did it too. I did it to my sons. I did it to my sons. I did the same thing my dad did to me. And I hurt for that. I got a son sitting in prison. I'm not going to see him for another 6 years. Maybe. You don't think I don't miss him? You don't think I don't want to just reach out and just hug his ass and tell him how much I love him? You don't think I haven't been doing that through his whole life? But I effed it up. I effed it up. It is okay for us to say these things, gentlemen. Because who is it that ends up having a massive heart attack in the kitchen while you're trying to make a sandwich? Or you end up with diabetes because you're toughing it out. You're not taking care of your blood sugar, so now you got to tough it out. And all we're doing is teaching our sons this shit. We need to break the cycle, gentlemen. We genuinely need to break the cycle. Because our lives are more than this tough man competition. Our lives are filled with love of the people in our lives, of other men. And living that goddamn truth is so much easier. It is. It is so much easier to live that way than it is to live in this fictional ass world. Because again, kids, what you see on the screen is not the person. That's not real. That's a person on the screen. Outside of that screen, they're lovers, they're artists, they're painters, they're stockbrokers, they're bank managers, they're ditch diggers, they're asphalt layers, they're secretaries, they're soldiers, sailors, Marines, Coast Guardmen, airmen. They're people. They are people. Human beings, flesh and blood. What you see on the screen ain't the real person, though. Whatever y'all might think of me, and I know there's a lot of white people that think I hate white people for whatever reason. That's some shit I cannot fix, and I'm not trying to. But whatever you might think of me, just know that there is an interconnected web of my life. It touches so many different people, and they, in turn, their lives touch mine. I'm not out here trying to bilk you out of money. I don't need that shit. You give it up, fine. I don't have a problem with it. I'm never going to come run your pockets. But I want us to get more in touch with the person outside the camera and the person on the screen. I want to see more of the person that you are outside that screen. Me and Professor Moriarty had this conversation last year because he seemed to be really, really angry to me. Like a lot of the shit that he was just going ham. He was really, really mad. And as his brother, I got concerned. So I reached out to him. I said, hey, what's going on? He's going after the well-meaners, which is what he does. And I told him, people need to see more of you, the person I know. Now, again, me and Elijah have never been in the same room together at the exact same time. But Elijah has made videos that have made me cry. on camera, cried. And that's a man that 5 hours ahead of me on the other side of the ocean. And I told him, people need to see more of the person I know. He remembers. But it was true. People need to know why I love Elijah so much. People need to know. People need to know why I am such a huge fan of Chaos. Him and Taz's relationship to me is just, it's fascinating. I love them. Why can't we do more of that? Why can't we not bring the world outside of where we are and the person we're on the screen? Why can't we narrow that gap? If someone dies in your family, I think you should tell people that. Not just for adoration in your comment section, but for people to send you emails, people to send you text messages, people to let you know you're not alone. You are here and we love you. Me and Angry lost a very good friend, a wrestling buddy. And what was the one thing I wanted to do? I wanted to make sure people knew that there is a telephone number you can text to get all the help you need rather than taking that step. But did I cry? You goddamn right I did. You goddamn right I did. Hard tears, was not bullshitting. Because somebody cares. Bringing your persona closer to the person that has to live in this world should be everyone's goal. Our politicians are going to play to the camera, kids. So when they start talking about your family values and shit, ask them to list them out. You will find that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. You will find that a lot of them do not back up the shit that they say. Them pickup trucks are rented. Them shotguns are rented. They give you bullshit in the form of ads, having you believe this person is better than he ever been. But do you know the one thing they don't give you? The one thing I've been preaching to you. The power of getting rid of them if they're not doing their jobs. Get past the hype. Past all that shit. At the end of the day, you're their employer. They're your employees. People will believe that fake ass shit. Because again, isolation, wanting to belong. Is it an excuse? No, it's just a rationale. You can Steve Bannon got those goddamn kids that played video games every day and always felt like they were never going to do anything. He radicalized their ass and sent them out, and they became the foot soldiers of MAGA. Now, do you think they truly give a shit about Donald Trump's policies? Hell no. Do you think they give a shit about Donald Trump's economic plans? No. You know what they do give a shit about? I belong to something. I belong to something. They come on your television. Did y'all see them goddamn conservative assholes try to get into a Larry Krasner event in Philadelphia? The only reason they're doing that is to make content. Do you think them boys actually give a shit about Larry Krasner? Do you think them boys really give a shit about Philadelphia? Do you think them boys give a shit about Philadelphia politics? No, they're there to disrupt. They're there to shake up things. Because they now belong to something. And they will do anything they possibly can to continue to belong to something. Mwah, good morning, Tinchi. We cry. We hurt. We lust. We love. Because we're human. We forget that. Right now, if I ask somebody to describe themselves, I'm pretty sure hardworking would be one of the things. Okay, everybody hard works. But who are you? One of the biggest problems my brother and I had growing up was this idea of having a job made us a man. You have to have a job in order to be a real man. You've got to work your ass off to be a real man. Then I retired, and my brother had a stroke. Where do you think our self-worth went? Think about that. You were raised as a kid to know real men work, real men take care of themselves, real men can take care of their families. My mother and my father instilled that in me, and my siblings. So I retire. What do you think I felt? My brother had a stroke. A stroke. What do you think he's feeling now? Right now. What do you think he's feeling? Where do you think all of that training and everything goes? Do y'all understand? I had to practice to get where I'm at right now. I wasn't good at this shit in the beginning. I was going to give y'all the same persona bullshit y'all get from the older millennial. That's exactly what I was going to give you. That's exactly what I was going to give you. The same performative bullshit. Just on the other side from a black guy. Y'all were never going to get to know who I truly was. The name, the villain, mattered more than Thomas or Bishop. That villain had to be there. And that's when I started, I said, God damn it, this is all they're getting. But I couldn't even hide that shit. I'd give y'all 5 TikTok videos, put my phone down, go in the bathroom, and cry my ass off because I miss my mother. I'm talking moaning, crying. One time, I made like 5, 6 TikTok videos. I went after some people, duets and Stitch and shit, and I was done for the night. I sat in my front room listening to that Moby song that's at the end of Heat. God's face looks over the waters or something like that. I had it on repeat on a pair of headphones, and I was in my front room, curled up in a ball, crying, holding on to a pillow. I was crying. I felt it was like I missed my mother. I missed my sisters. I don't know who I am. I'm not a soldier anymore. I don't know if people really give a shit about me. What am I even doing? I cried. Because I didn't know. I wasn't going to give y'all the real me. Hell no. Y'all were going to get this act. Y'all were going to get this act. Y'all were going to get a villain persona. That's it. The asshole of the party. Y'all weren't going to get the real me. Until one day, I did. It was the first anniversary of my mom's passing. The emotions are still raw. What the hell I look like giving y'all this impassioned, angry rant when all I can think about is my mother and how it has been 1 year since we put her in the ground. It's been 1 year since I spoke to my sisters. What do I look like trying to get that shit to y'all? How? I've got this literally laying on top of me, but I'm supposed to pretend like it ain't there. No. And that was the very first time. Khaleesi with the $20 super chat. I needed to hear this today. I woke up feeling so sad. Khaleesi, I love you. You know that. On that morning, I made a video about loss. And at the very end of it, I remembered saying, I miss my mom so much. And boom, the merging of the three happened. Co-owner and one of my good friends, Jeff Kennedy, is over in the YouTube chat. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. On that morning, the three halves of where I am and the person you see in front of you finally merged. That's when I finally took off Staff Sergeant Thomas McCormick. That was the first time I ever put on this person that you see in front of you. Because I knew right then and there, if I was ever going to do anything to change the system, I could not be like everybody else. I had to be myself. I literally want y'all to take the personas off. If you watch Mary Greenberg video, understand that is Mary Greenberg. She has a life experience y'all will never know, but her story is no less unique. And she deserves love. Smoking Hot Mess Jess. She has a story that is worth listening to. Charmaine, Can We Not, Tracina, Khaleesi. Y'all have stories that people deserve to hear. Not the, I put it on the screen a certain way. No, the actual raw person. You deserve to have somebody tell you, hey man, that shit moved me. That shit touched me. To be on a live with somebody and they're crying because they know something that is said, something they revealed, something you revealed, gave them something to think about. Because again, if I'm right and the Christians are wrong, this is it. This is it. No rapture is going to take away the fact that if you're wrong, you got to be here the next day and live in a world that you're still not being your authentic, true self in because of some bullshit in your head. You thought the rapture would whisk you away so that you didn't have to deal with that. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You love, you hurt, you cry. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of somebody to listen to you cry. Somebody to walk you, guide you, hold your hand through that hurt. You deserve that. You deserve that. That's not some shit that, oh, well, it's only for certain people. No, every person deserves that. You deserve an honest and true look at yourself. You deserve for somebody to tell you, you're needed here. You are needed on this planet. You know how many times I've seen videos where people say, I don't know what I'm doing here anymore? And I literally go in the comment section and I say, changing the world. Changing the world. And it's okay for you to break down. A lot of people got some nasty shit in their history and they refuse to deal with it. Why? Why? And the thing about it is, no matter how bad it is, somebody's there. Somebody's there. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate it. Somebody is there for you. And if not, then build a community. Use the words. Use your actions. Seek out people that have those same issues and bond. I love all of y'all. Donations, counts, none of that shit. I love y'all because this is our community. Our little coffee bean-esque community. We don't get 1,000 people like a lot of these other content creators, but you know what? Who gives a shit? Who cares? I want y'all to come in and enjoy yourself, laugh, cry, get angry. I'm good with it. Love you, JB. And be prepared for words of affirmation. Be prepared for acts of service. Be prepared for somebody to truthfully look at you or read something you put in the chat and they go, if you need me, I'm here. For real. We say it and we back it up. Building communities helps with that loss and that grief. It's where you can finally take off all of that goddamn armor and just be you. The person with your loves and your hates, with all of your eccentricities, all of your oddness, you're non-binary, you're trans, you're gay, you're a lesbian, you're bisexual. You still love. You're a human, ain't you? You're a Republican or a Democrat. You come in. It's all love in here, right? It's all honesty in here. Ain't no politics in this bitch. Everybody knows. Everybody knows where I lean. Everybody knows. I don't have to say it, okay? I don't have to say Democratic Socialist, leaning Socialist. No, Raven, I don't have to say any of that. You already know we talk about it constantly. But when you come in here, even if those conversations are about politics, understand that everybody in here is here with love in their heart. With love in their heart, with the idea of being vulnerable. If you have to be vulnerable in here, that's fine. We could be talking about some funny ass shit, and somebody could put something in the chat and go, hey, please pray for my neighbor because this just happened. We'll stop this goddamn show. Stop the whole goddamn thing. How is it that when you got a birthday, what do? We sing. Yes, Angry's always telling me, don't quit your day job. Angry does that. But it's our way of saying that your birthday is important. It's our way of saying that you are loved here. You got a wedding anniversary? Come and tell us. We will celebrate with you. You getting ready to go to your kid starts kindergarten? Come in, tell us. We will celebrate you. Your daughter is getting ready to go to senior year of high school. Come in, tell us. We will celebrate with you. Whatever your achievements, know that when you come in here, there are coffee beans that will literally celebrate it. Not because of money, not because of fame, not because of status, but because it is something that makes you a better person. And God damn it, we want better people. Magpie, tomorrow makes 2 days before my birthday. I am honestly excited. I have never been that enthusiastic about my birthday before. So if your birthday is on Sunday, then tomorrow we celebrate. Simple as that. We singing happy birthday to Magpie tomorrow. Smoking out. Please remind me because you know how my brain works. We're going to sing happy birthday and we're going to celebrate Magpie tomorrow. Simple as that. Boom. I don't want to live in a world of personas. I want to live in a world where even if it's ugly, it's still the truth. And make no mistake about it, kids, this thing is going to get worse. We're just in the starting point. There's a lot of fake ass people out there. I will not sit up and try to pretend like there isn't. There is a lot of fake ass people out there. So what do? First and foremost, above everything else, you are true to you. I do not care. I genuinely do not care what brought you to be the person that you are. I accept that person. I accept that person. The real person. It's kind of like, remember in X-Men First Class when Magneto was going to bed and Mystique was in the bed with him? And he was like, I don't have time. I want the real you. So changed into Rebecca Romijn. And he's like, that's still not the real you. And then when she turned her body into the blue body, red-haired Mystique, he was like, perfect. I don't want no personas when y'all bring y'all ass up in here. Why do you think we kick these assholes out? The reason the Ejectocito Cuz button exists is because on this show and amongst this community, we know realness. We are searching for it. We are trying every single day to be a better version of ourselves. These jackasses, first thing they want to come in, Donald Trump 20-something. When they say that shit, that is a persona. I want no goddamn personas in here. Hence the Ejectocito Cuz. That is literally to keep this show and you, the Coffee Bean audience, safe from personas outside this bitch. You have a very beautiful day as well, Cynthia, excuse me. You don't want to go some goddamn place and see a bunch of fake ass people. You don't. One of the biggest problems I have with religion is a building filled with people who are talking about loving God, and then they walk their ass out and hate everything except everything that God created. Everything. It's a fake ass building. What the hell I want to go there for? Why would I want to be there? Give me a real place with real people. I'm awkward. Telling you that right now. For those of you who have not met me in real life, I am an awkward person. I have this fear of crowds. I get panic attacks. We go to a restaurant, we go to a building someplace where everybody's eating. I will get up and go outside more than one damn time because I am uncomfortable in public. Does that mean I am mad at any of you? No. Does that mean I'm being standoffish? No. Does it mean I think I'm better than y'all? No. That is my goddamn anxiety. That's mine. Anxiety that literally had me having a panic attack at a goddamn comic book convention, having a panic attack going into Walmart, breathing really, 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 really hard, crying, trying to get my ass home so I could take some damn drugs and go to sleep. So do you think I'm going to bring my ass onto this goddamn screen and be fake? No. I'm 53. I don't have to do this anymore. I don't ever have to pretend. Can't get me fired. I own the company. You dox me. Show up in my house if you want to. But this is who I want to be. After 53 years of life, I want to be this person. I want to be a real human being, a person that doesn't give you a facsimile. So if you see me out in public, please understand, I'm not being standoffish. I promise you that. I'm just me. And a lot of the things that I do when I'm outside of this camera has a lot to do with learning how to love and like myself. I've told y'all before, I love me some me. I just don't like myself very much. That's why misconceptions about me hurt. They bother me. Because I know what isn't, I know what's real and I know what isn't. And I hate that people are still walking their dumbasses around trying to make me into something I'm not, even though I'm in the room. Even though I am literally in the room. This is a community. Yeah, it might be the same 50, 60 people that come in every day, and I don't give a shit because it's still a community. Still. There's absolutely nothing in the world I would not want for all of you. I want great health. I want wealth that sustains you. I want your family to be healthy. I want your friends to be wise. I want you to have a full heart and a full life. It cost me absolutely nothing to say what I just said. And there was no sales pitch behind it. There was no gift goal, but none of that. I simply want y'all to have a great life because you deserve it. Is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing? The guild, the Villains Guild, is my constant reminder that family means something. If any member of the Villains Guild joined because I have 1 million followers, you can leave at any time. You can go on. I don't need you around because you're not here to do any sort of work towards the 3 laws. So you can leave. You ain't got to tell nobody, just walk away. But there is a part of me, and I'll be honest, I've said this before. The Villains Guild, the brainchild, the brain idea of the Villains Guild was based on my siblings. Me, my brother, and my 3 sisters. The family that I had lost. And at least I thought I would never see or hear again. We would never be all in the same place. And I don't think I will ever be in the same place with me and my little sister ever. My sister Lizzie and I, we talk. We got a little family group chat, just the 4 of us. But the guild was kind of, shaped with the mold that my siblings left. When I say I'm proud of them, it's only because I am. What up, Brad? From Richmond, Virginia. I wanted to make something that best reflected the way I see the world and the way I think the world can be. I'm still working on the nuts and bolts of the Villains Guild, still trying to screw this in, screw that in, something that is sustainable. But I always always wanted that love that I thought I had lost. We're not just a internet club. We're a family. When family members, when people who used to be members leave and then start talking shit, it's like I got to defend my family. Don't do that. Don't do that. Say what you want to, but don't talk about them. I see the best. I try, and I've done this. It's 5 years. I've tried to see the best in people. I have tried. I promise you, I have tried to see the best in people. Tried. I am disappointed when a person literally shows me that everything they were talking about was a lie. I hate that shit. Just walk away. If you're gonna lie to me, just get out of my face. Go over there. Split. Get up out of here. I don't want you around. You are the sort of person that will literally stab me in the goddamn back. I don't want you anywhere near me. We're not friends. You're not in. Like, you gotta go. I don't want you. Like, why would somebody want a fake ass person around them? Because guess what? In life, you will lose people. Your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your dogs. They will die. They will go away. And at that moment, when you are so vulnerable, when the nerves are literally, you can see them, they're so raw. Why the hell would you want somebody in your face that is going to fake out just to get something out of you? I don't want that shit. You get over there. Go over there. Give me a goddamn person that will say the shit to my face. If I'm screwing up, I want somebody to call me like, Thomas, what the hell are you doing? You need to stop that bullshit. I want that. So why the hell would I want somebody in my life that will fake it? Fake people give out fake emotions. Fake emotions give you fake emotions. And when the real comes out, it is 10 times harder to deal with than it would have been had the person just told the truth in the first goddamn place. If you are a coffee bean, get to know your fellow coffee beans. Reach out to them on social media. Reach out to them in DMs. Whatever you got to do, get to know them. We got mothers in here and fathers in here. We got brothers and sisters in here. We got grandmamas and granddaddies in here. We got grandkids in here. Get to know them. You ain't got to blast it all over social media. Get to know them and like, hey, what is your phone number? Hey, is it okay if I send you a DM or whatever? Get to know them. That's how community is built. I know Chaos. I already know Chaos being the you ain't leaving out of here with all them jewels and shit, and he's also the bodyguard to the Sound of Coffee. If he thinks your ass is in here on some bullshit, Chaos will get your ass out of here. But Chaos doing that proves my goddamn point. Chaos literally proves my point. The mods on the Sound of Coffee prove my point. Everybody that sees this live is not going to jump in this live and be honest about what's going on in this live. Some of them are going to come in here to grip. Some of them are going to come in here to lie and get shit out of them. Chaos doing that proves my point. Chaos is protecting every single one of us on this show, myself included. And I love him for that. I love him for that. Man, we got to show love whenever possible. Whenever possible, show love. K Jack said he's here to be the little brother. That's fine. That's fine. There are going to be people that come in here to give us all a really great story. They're going to ask for money. We're going to find out, oh shit, they were liars. Let me ask you a question. What are you out? A little bit of money, right? A little bit of money. So they got one over on us. The wool was pulled. And joke's on me. Ha ha. Right? We know who they are. We get rid of them. You lost a couple of dollars. You probably won't ever get it back. I'm sorry. But it's better when they come out. It is better when the truth is goddamn revealed, so that we can all stop bullshitting and say, get your bitch ass out of here. Let me go ahead and hit this button right quick. You can leave. I say all that to say this. The world is a very lonely place. 9 billion people on the face of the earth, and it's still a lonely goddamn place. Some of y'all are going to cry today about something. But just know that if those tears are so big that you can't handle it, one of us will be there. One of us will stand in the breach for you. Probably won't offer you any words. Definitely won't offer you any advice or a weapon or anything like that. But goddamn it, we can listen. We can listen. And just keep telling you, it's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Because at some point, we're all not going to be here. That's the one guarantee when you come to this bitch. You will die. Your birth is basically a ticket to death. You are born, they hand you a ticket, say, hey, you don't know the date or the time, but this shit ends. And I don't want it to end without you guys knowing how loved you are. One of the founding members of the Villains Guild is currently sick. She's on dialysis. Her name is Sour Latte. She is a member of the Obsidian Six. She is one of the founders of the Villains Guild. I worry about her constantly. I text her and I tell her, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? I'll go into the numerous Villains Guild chats that we have and I say, hey, we got a founder that's sick. They're on dialysis. Please go out and give some love or what have you. I do that not because, oh, wow, I want y'all to give me money. I do it because, God damn it, she's my sister. I feel that way about Gambit, Professor Moriarty, Angry, and what Jay said. Same way. Not that I do not love the other members of the Villains Guild. It literally means we started this shit. And I don't want to lose you guys. I told y'all, before my mother passed away, I had no fear of death whatsoever. I was not afraid of it. I wasn't scared of it. The only thing I was petrified about was dying alone. I had a cockiness about myself that y'all would not believe. I was a swashbuckler, and then my mother passed away. I was slinging it everywhere. I was giving out the penis to everybody. And then my friend Anya put a pistol to her head and left this earth. These are the scars I carry in my heart. These are the scars I carry on my soul. I am afraid of death. I am afraid of death. So the only thing I can do to combat that fear is fill my life and my friends, hold on. I'm sending a text message. I'm sending love and laughter and light to you guys. I'm afraid of death, so I'm going to live. I'm afraid of death, so I'm going to laugh. I'm going to make a goddamn fool out of myself. I'm afraid of death, so I'm going to try to give you guys as much love as I possibly can. I'm going to make sure to love my woman, my kids, my grandkids, my dogs, my friends, the Villains Guild, this show, the Coffee Beans. I'm going to try to fill this goddamn world with more love and more life that you can possibly imagine, because I don't want to die without you guys knowing that. I don't want to leave this world without one of you at least knowing somebody gave a shit about you. And they still do. Your well-being, your health, your finances, your kids, your loved ones. They want you to know that you matter to them. And the them is me. We're not about to end it on a morbid note, Chaos. Let me land this beautiful black 747 jet. So I say this to you. I love you with every inch of my being, not because you pay me, but because you're a human and you are my friend. I am proud of you. Even if no one else today or tomorrow or a month from now tells you that, God damn it, I'm proud of you. Because you got up. I believe in you. There's no monetary reason, no monetary anything. It is simply because I believe in you. I ask for none of that in return. But if you give it to me, I will accept it. I want the love of my family to be a part of you. I want the love we have for each other to be a part of social media. And I want that love that we put out in social media to be a part of the world. We got people to watch the show in Australia, in Scotland, in Germany, England, UK. Guess what? Love still love. Love is still love. Given freely, unconditionally, without regret. And if you come in here and you pretend to be one of us just so you can get a couple of dollars out of us, if we can get you, we'll get you. We will get our money back. But just understand, you came in on some bullshit and we caught it. You can't never come back. You got to do that shit on your own. But just know that I get it. It's lonely out here. But I'm holding out my hand. People always think, oh, wow, Thomas doesn't read his DMs. I do. There's so many of them, I don't get a chance to answer them all. I read them. I promise you I do. And if I can help, I will. Y'all ain't alone in this. Y'all are not alone in this. Please remember that you are not alone in this. Y'all matter. Y'all matter. You matter to me. You matter to us. Tomorrow, we are going to celebrate Magpie we're going to celebrate their birthday. Because Magpie is special. We love Magpie. Professor Moriarty's birthday is a month before mine. When his birthday rolls around, we are going to celebrate him. I'm not singing, I'll hum. I'll let somebody else sing. Because we love Professor Moriarty. When my birthday rolls around and I don't know what day it's on, it's just December 31st. If my birthday is on a weekday, whatever that show theme was, we still gonna go at it. But I'm gonna wear a birthday hat because I want y'all to laugh. Because I love you. I love you. I will end the show like that. I love you. I'm proud of you. And I think you can change the world, and you are one of the best parts of it. Please hold on to that until we see each other again. I ain't dancing the swole me dance. You can kiss my ass, bro. Nah. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been a incredibly opening, raw, emotional episode of The Sound of Coffee. You guys know the sponsors. Y'all know who they are. Smooth California, Melanated Excellence, Something Black Made, and W Energy. You guys know that the Sound of Coffee shop is open, it's running, and it's piping hot. Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. You guys want to support, you know about the Patreon, patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. Today, you will get part 3 of Accidental Thruple, y'all. And who knows? I'm not saying that part 3 is the end. It depends on what happens in part 3. This might be some trapped in the closet level shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked at me and I looked at him. He wagged his penis. I tried to kick him. Like, so what is it that we say every day, kids? Please know that these words have meaning behind them. Every letter of every word, every syllable of every word means something. It ain't got to be coffee. It can be tea. It can be water. It can be soda. Whatever it is. We want your day to be as sweet as it is. You are part of something. Even though it's small, it's really small, but it doesn't matter because that means we get to know each other. We get to know who we are. My name is Thomas McCormick. I am the proud owner of over 6,000 comic books. I'm the proud co-owner of Ghost Claw Productions Radio. I host a morning show. I have a title and designation of the Brutalist, which is the top job in the Villains Guild, an organization built on the fundamental belief in authenticity, telling the truth, and fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves. I have been married for going on 20 years to someone who I consider to be my best friend. We have been in a steady relationship for over 20 years. I got 8 kids and about 12 grandkids. I got a brother who I love dearly, 3 sisters, 2 of which I still speak to and I love with everything in my heart. I am the son, the oldest son and second oldest child of Robert and Martha McCormick, both born in Dillon, South Carolina, one in 1928, the other one in 1930. My professional name is Thomas the Villain Bishop. There is no daylight between the two. Same person, which means the same love is there. So, what is it that we say every day, kids? Ladies and gentlemen, may your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Tonight, Superplex Party with myself and the Angry IT Nerd, only on these Ghost Claw Productions radio airways, followed after that by Conversations with T. Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, with love in my heart, I say this. This has been a very truthful Thursday episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Law Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. Go to gcpr.live if you want to listen to the show but don't have time to watch it. We are on our TikTok. We have a TikTok page. We have a YouTube channel. Check them out. Subscribe if you have not, and click the little bell to get the notifications when we go live. It's been a great show. It wasn't because of me. As always, it was because of you. With love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. God damn, this man fine. Shit! And just a tad bit of hair grease. Hydrate, elevate. Self-love is self-care. I love you. Have a beautiful day on purpose. The good word from Miss Tracina. I will see you guys in the morning. It is Flag on the Play Friday, and Lord, I don't even know where we should start, let alone how this is going to end. Be safe. Have a great, productive, and loving day. I love you guys. Be safe. Peace. I love you guys. Be good.